What's happening, fellas? Crazy Brit here, and we are back with some more Gttcc Season 20 action with the Stewie Pro Am boys. This time, round 2, race 2, coming from the Green Hell. So, after race 1, this is the grid reverse order. And put on starting in first is Spider. Then we got Stee in second. Wrecking Ball in third. Then we have the Dodger in fourth, 1805 in fifth, 6 is Mott, 7 is Mini, in 8th is Centino, and playing hide and seek from the rest of the grid is MacGyver starting in 9th. So we'll get these guys underway at the beautiful Nordislife. And we are green at Green Hell. You see that there's MacGyver coming round the corner at the back of the grid as we go through. Spider losing the position already to Stone. Stone is away. Now Spider's coming under pressure from the Wrecking Ball. Just a little side note, I will not be saying any of the corner names as I don't know them, so it'll be this or that corner, I'm afraid. But Spider then still holding it tight in second. Then we've got Wrecking Ball in third, the Dodger in fourth, now leaned away from 1805. Then we've got Mort in sixth place right behind him. Centino still holding off from MacGyver, and Minnie unfortunately down in ninth. Something must have happened to him on the start. So Steve Stone's going over the crest now. Down through this double right apex corner. Gonna have nerves and balls of steel going around there. Now coming up the hill. Sprinting away from the field. Is now coming to a tricky corner to the right. Under the Yokohama Bridge. And sprinting away from the field. Spider's still in second, holding up P1 Wrecking Ball. P1 Wrecking Ball right behind him. Dodger in fourth, holding off 1805 in fifth. Then we got Martin sixth. Centino and MacGyver already battling. MacGyver trying to find a way past him. Is he going to do it? Decides the better of it as Centino goes off. Oh, big crash into the barrier. 1805 in the front as well, going off as well. Let's have a look at what happened here. So Centino uses his cameras. Yep, just gets on the grass and straight into the barrier. Looks like 1805 did the same thing. Let's go on board with him. If we actually get the camera. Okay, looks like it's crashed. Come on. Thank you. Right, we're not going to go back to look at anybody's incidents because it's playing up, I guess, but yep, kind of the same thing, goes into the barrier, and then you've got Dodger in front as well, so triple accident. MacGyver cuts his way through up into fifth already. So 1805, Centino and Mini and the Dodger all having accidents there, so 4 accidents in one. Unfortunately for the Dodger, gets the worst of it into ninth. So go back up to front. In first is Steve Stones, now sprinting away. Spider in second, coming under fire from Ricky. A little bit of a touch there. Holds off though. Then we got Mort in fourth, MacGyver in fifth, 1805 in sixth, Centino in seventh, Mini in eighth, and Dodger in ninth. I will try and keep up with everything that happens, but as you can tell, it's going to be, it's going to spread out a bit, and I think there's been another incident. MacGyver has lost it, Spider's lost it, sorry. Through the tricky corner, there's been more action behind. Centino's lost it again. Dodger is coming through, yellow flag. My oh my. I'm end up losing my voice at this rate. So back up to front then, Steve Stones now got a clear gap to second place of Ricky. Ricky now being hounded by MacGyver, who's trying to cut his way through, already up to third. Obviously capitalising on the mistakes that people have had. You can see Mort right behind him in fourth place. Are we going to go too wide down here? This is full power down here. So Wrecking Ball still in second. You've got MacGyver trying to defend from Mort, and Spider right behind him. Can he defend through here? There's not really any way you can overtake through here. You've got to be really confident in your car's ability through these couple of corners here as we head ever closer to the carousel. Down braking now into the hairpin. MacGyver gets the overtake done on Ricky. Steve just going through the carousel. Now we got MacGyver. Now he is coming as they all follow him through the carousel. Do they all make it? They do. Second, third, fourth, fifth. 1805, a little bit sideways out of that. As we come to Mini, Dodger and Centino now going through the carousel. Beautiful corner this is. Oh, Centino loses the back end a little bit on the exit. The State now coming through. Next couple of tricky little corners. Heading closer now to YouTube corner. There we go. Beautifully done. Then we've got MacGyver now coming through. He makes it through YouTube corner, same with Ricky and Mort and Spider. Then we've got 1805. Now it's Mini and Dodger's turn. There's Mini coming through with Dodger in 8th and Centino falling in 9th. So we go back up to the front then. We've got 4 laps of this beautiful track to go. There's a winding down of the first lap. Coming through now through the last couple of corners before the long straight. Got to be very careful on the exit. That corner is very bumpy. Now coming through, he's got a really big gap to second place. Very well done for the first lap for Steve as he goes now down the straight. So we go back down to second place then, is now following the leading the way from third of Ricky. As they come down the straight now, you can see the gap to the first and Steve. Now we've got Mort in 4th. He's got Spider and 1805 behind him in 5th and 6th. Then we've got Dodger in 7th, just coming onto the straight now. He's followed by Mini. And Centino is right behind him in 9th. Can he get his slipstream and do an overtake? Has he got the speed? You see the bumps of the track there with the car. He's got the overtake done. He's up into 8th. Can he get in front of him before the end? He does. So he gets the overtake on Mini then. Back up to the front. We've got Steve in first, already on to the next lap. MacGyver, come on, load up this camera. There we go, second place, already trundling along. P1 Ricky in third. Then we've got Martin 4th. Oh, I hear a spin. Oh, it's Ricky. Ricky loses at the back end. Is that going to cost him position? He gets it going. There's Martin in the background. Can Mark get past him? He's going around the outside. Gets it done. Oh, bit on the grass. Keeps the position though. He's up into third. We've got Spider there in fifth. Go back up to P1 Wrecking Ball and Mark though, because they are close together. Can Ricky get close enough for an overtake in his next couple of corners? Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it this time. So fifth is Ricky, Spider is fifth, sorry. 6 is 1805, then we've got the Dodger in 7th. Followed by Centino and Mini. They've got are lagging behind the top front runners a little bit. See, Dodger just gets on the curb there. As they now come up the crest. Still fun each other around then. As now come in to the right turn. Under the Yokohama Bridge. We go back up to the front then. Stay in first still. Got a comfortable gap, just trundling around in his Genesis. What they call the paint job on that car as well. So second MacGyver trying to close that gap up to him. Oh, gets the back end a little bit squirrely. A little bit onto the grass. Lovely engine sound coming from the Lexus. Lexus is a tank, but it can be tamed. Now coming through this little tricky section. Got to be careful of them curbs on the inside because they do stick out a little bit. They are quite high. Now coming into the double left-hander. Up the hill. Through, cutting through the trees. Gets the back end a bit squirrely. In third is Mark. Trying to close that gap to him. But he's got Spider right behind him. And then we've got another gap towards 1805. Followed by a Ricky in 6 who's dropped down to 6, unfortunately. Then we've got Centino in 7th, now opening up a gap from the Dodger in 8th. And then we've got Minute, who's now lagging behind in 9th. Back up to the front then. Steve, still in first. Nobody around him, just open green hell space. Set in purple fast sector times. MacGyver still in second. Then we've got Spider in third, followed by Mort in 4th now. So the battle between these two are hotting up. Now come through, we've got Steve going through the carousel. The gap to him is closing now. You can see MacGyver just coming through the carousel now. So a couple of seconds between these two. Now Spider and Mark heading through the carousel. Couple of seconds back. Then we've got 1805 in 5th, followed by Ricky in 6th. Now through the carousel. Oh, gets the back end a bit loose there. Bit loosey-goosey. Managed to keep it though. Lovely paint job driving for RSPCA. P1 Wrecking Ball. Lovely colour on that car. As it follows 1805 for the next couple of turns. Then down in 7th we've got Centino, followed by the Dodger in 8th. And then just coming through the carousel now in 9th is Minute. Back up to the front then. Gap looks like it's coming down. It's hard to tell on this track, it's so big. But Steve Stone's still leading the way from MacGyver in 2nd. Let's see how it goes through these next couple of corners. We'll cut back to the guys behind as I see someone is spinning. It's the Dodger, unfortunately. Gets it all shapes of wrong. Recovers though, still in 8th, holding that position from Mini 9th. He's got a bit damage as he loses it again. Oh, that's a shame. Yep, this track is really tough to time as he comes now through the YouTube corner section. And there's the yellow flag in front as somebody else has lost it. It's Centino. So Centino's having issues as well. These three not liking this track. We're back up to the front, coming down the back straight for the second time. I'm asking, is Steve still in the lead? We'll go on board with MacGyver and we'll see the gap. You see him there, just a little dot in front is Steve. The Spider now coming onto the main straight. See two little specks up in front. They're the leaders. We've got Mark pretty much right behind him. Then we've got Wrecking Ball on the straight now, followed by 1805. Then we have Centino now coming through. Last corner onto the straight. Dodger and Minute as well. We'll back up to the front as Steve is coming through the first couple of corners. We can't actually see what's happening. I do apologise about this, but I guess because the track's that big, I'm struggling to get the camera footage. So MacGyver trying to close that gap still. See, you can see him right in the front now. Couple of seconds separate these two. Having a great race so far. Stay looking at Steve for a minute here. Give him a little bit of TV time. He's racing for the air ambulance. All these drivers this season are racing for different charities. We are raising money for them, and if you would like to donate, if you're part of the MRC group page, there is should be a featured pin post on the Gttcc Season 20 event page. Should be a link there to donate. Mr. Sausage Fingers himself, Dennis, is managing that. So if you would like to donate, you would find the link or contact him. These stones now coming, cutting through the trees then. Absolutely incredible race so far, followed by MacGyver. The gap is coming down though. Now we go back to third. The Spider doing well as well. Same with Mark in 4th. Then we've got Wrecking Ball now in 5th. 1805 must have had some kind of accident somewhere. Either that or got a penalty, but he's lagging behind Ricky. Then we've got Centino in 7th, and then back at the pack is Dodger in 8th with Mini right behind him in 9th. Back up to 1st, we've got Steve still leading the way. Absolutely loving this track. We're coming now through these little tiny little section here. Now comes round the corner, down the hill. Careful of that curve on the exit there. Don't want to run too wide, you'll get a penalty. Now back up the hill. MacGyver second, falling through. Then we got Spider in 3rd, now setting the purple sector time. Mark falling in 4th. Wrecking Ball in 5th. He's come through the corner. A little bit of touch of a brake. comes up the hill. There we go, 18.05, still in 6th place. Centino in 7th. Followed by Dodger in 8th and Mini in 9th place. Little gap opening between those two as we go back up to the top. Steve, not really any battles happening at the minute. I'd say the closest people are probably Steve and MacGyver, and then Spider and Mort. Everyone else is pretty much separated. As Steve gets it wrong, gets his braking wrong there. That's going to allow MacGyver to close that gap and catch up to him as he now heads to the carousel. This could be a final lap battle between these two. Oh, MacGyver then sniffing blood in the water. Drop down to 3rd of Spider through the carousel. Just behind him is Mark, lagging behind now. The gap has opened a little bit. Coming through. Now we've got Ricky coming through the carousel. Trying to close the gap up to Mark. Then we've got the 18.05. Sizable gap between him and Ricky now. Is he going to get the back end loosey-goosey? Oh, doesn't go through the start of the carousel there. Keeps the back end on the check this time. Now Centino coming through. Lovely stuff there. Now we're back down to the Dodger. He's coming through the hairpin before the carousel. Still in 8th place. Goes in relaxed. And we've got 9th minute. Likewise, comes in through. Lovely livery as well. Love the colour change of that car. Racing for Cancer. And Gulf. Back up to the front then. Steve. See that gap's now coming down. As they're coming through the last couple of corners before the straight. Lovely views coming from the trackside cameras as they now come through this corner. Now through the corner, leading onto the back straight. They're definitely closer. This is going to be a great last lap battle. If MacGyver can close that gap. 3rd, Spider just lagging behind a bit. We've got Mort in 4th, followed by Ricky in 5th. See if Ricky can do anything to get past Mort. We're going to go back up to the front though and see Steve and MacGyver go through the first section this time. See if he can keep hold on to the cameras. So now they come through the last section, a couple of corners at the end of the straight. Pits entrance is there on the inside. Got to be careful of that wall on the inside there as well. See MacGyver right behind him as we're now on the final lap. Gets it a bit wrong on those curbs. Still staying with it though. Gap's coming down now. Halfway on the front, on the tyres. Still looking good though. Now coming through this twisted section before we head straight down the hill. Oh, gets the back end them out a little bit. Corrects it. Good job saving that. And down the hill we go, up the crest. Great scenes from these two up front. See, thunders past the camera. trying to do everything to catch up to Steve. We'll go through the rest of the field then, as now most of them are on the final lap as well. Spider's still in third, he's got a sizable gap behind him to Wrecking in fourth, who's got past Mort. Mort's in fifth now. So he's lost that position to Ricky somewhere. 18.05 in sixth. I do apologise if I've missed any good overtakes or anything. It's just all spread out. So 18.05 still doing a good job in sixth place. Centino in seventh. With Dodger in eighth, followed by Mini in ninth, as they're on the last lap now. So go back up to the front then for this battle. Can MacGyver close that gap? That is the question. Is Steve going to make any mistake on this lap? He gets a bit under the curb there. MacGyver doesn't. That's going to cost him. Cost Steve. Now come through the next section as we head now down to the right, left of this twisty couple of corners here. Careful of those curves, they're high, they will upset the car. See MacGyver just popping into the frame there. Absolutely brilliant race from MacGyver so far, starting last, got up into second on the first lap. Obviously capitalised on people making mistakes and going off track. No change yet in the last couple of positions. These pretty much are the closest cars on track at the minute. MacGyver now right behind Steve. We're going to go on board with MacGyver. I'll show you a bit of different angle of the action. I think these cars for straight line speed look evenly matched. Yep, pretty much. They're going about the same speed. 139 for MacGyver, 138 for Steve. As Steve gets onto the grass there, that's going to open it up. MacGyver's purple. So now come through here, down to the run, to the hairpin before we get to the carousel. Coming to the carousel now. See the rumble of the corner, the beautiful sound. MacGyver got the Steve in his sights. Joe's music is playing in his head. Loses a little bit of time through there. Again, careful on these curves, they are high, they will unsettle the car if you get on them too much. Lovely composure through this section for these two. Steve gets a little bit wrong there, onto the grass a little bit, managed to keep it though, as they now head through YouTube corner section. You can see the gap really close now. Is Steve going to be able to manage? Oh, he gets on the grass, it goes wide, and there's MacGyver's chance. He's on the outside of him, this is really close stuff. Oh, there's a bit of a touch. MacGyver goes on the grass. Let's go on board with these guys and see the angle, if we can. I forgot I shouldn't do this, should I? I'll have to wait 2 seconds for it to fix itself. Right, back with the action then. So we'll go on board with MacGyver. He sees him going wide, it's his chances on the outside. There's a little bit of a touch there, and yep, just gets him onto the grass. Hard racing between these two then. No change still between the guys behind these two, so we'll stay with these two till the end, and then we'll cut back to the other guys. Actually, we'll come back to the other guys quickly now. Run through the field. So third, Spider on his own. Then a gap to P1 Wrecking Ball, now in fourth, followed by Martin fifth. Then we have 1805 in sixth. Centino in seventh. And then we have Dodger in eighth, followed by Mini in ninth. So go back up to the front then. Steve and MacGyver. The gap is still there. Can MacGyver catch up to Steve on the straight? His cars are evenly matched, so if he's not in that slipstream, he's not going to be able to. Steve nervously, anxiously waiting the end of this course of the straight. Can he hold him off? I think the gap's too big for MacGyver to do anything. So weaving down the straight now, trying to break that toe. He's getting a little bit closer, but still staying the same, I'm afraid. It looks like Steve is going to be able to do it though. Coming through the last couple of corners. Then Steve still leading the way. Final corner to go. Do not hit the wall on the outside, in the side, sorry. So Steve's going to be able to do it. He wins at Nodes. First place. MacGyver second from the back of the grid. Spider now coming through the last couple of corners. He's going to take it in third unless he crashes. Can he do it? Great tyre wear on the soft tyres. Coming round last turn now. And he's going to bring it home for the last podium spot in third. Flash of the lights. Great job from Spider. P1 Wrecking Ball then coming to home to finish in fourth. He's got the final corner to go. He's going to bring it home and finish in fourth. Great show from him. Martin fifth. He's going to finish in the fifth spot. Could have been better race, but he managed to keep it, as we see 1805 on grass. He's going through the last couple of corners now. But yeah, great result from Mart in fifth, as you see 1805 just making contact with barrier. Oh, it's sideways as it goes. Coming to across the line in sixth place. Good job from him. Centino then. My amigo. Coming through the last section. Is he going to put on a show for us? And coming through the last corner. Going to come home and finish in seventh. As you see Dodger now coming through towards the end of the main straight. He's going to bring you home and finish in eighth. Now coming through the last corner. Just gently bringing it home. Tough race from him, but he managed to stick it out and finish in eighth. Time with Minute. Tough race for Minute. It is a tough track, but he managed to plug away. Didn't pull over. He's going to come home and finish in ninth. There we go. So a great racing once again from the Pro-Am guys. We will be back next week with two very distinct tracks once again from Tsukuba. I've heard that it's going to be wet, and the Le Mans track with chicanes. So that's going to be another big track in the second race. The long straights. It's going to be another good one, folks. But until then, I've been the Crazy Brit. Thank you. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that jazz. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.